Why hello there, fellow explorers, Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld. Episode 15, Stumbling Upon More Rare Installations. So the current ones I have accepted, 51 days, and that's probably what I want to do most because it's a derelict ship, although it is some distance away. Orbital Habitat, and Jungle World. Derelict ship and Jungle World are kind of in the right direction of one another, but like not exactly. Could be worse. I just don't know if I'll have the time, but I'll try. And then I'll take a look at some of the most recent quests that have just popped up. See if any of them are reasonable to do within the time window. Alright. Any of the missions that overlap? Not really. Although, this one overlaps. Well, minor weapon cache overlaps with the orbital habitat. What about gates? Okay, so Sunda is very, very, very close. And Samael has a gate. So I'll go to the Samael one and then the Sunda one. So I'm going to skip the Jungle World, in other words. I think that's my best bang from a buck. Alright, so the mission here is what? Derelict ship, some distance away from center. Alright. Oh, there's a ruin here that oh, and the ship might just be right here. Nope. Big old debris field, though. Oh, God. Okay, we found it, but I don't want to get close to that fleet. They're not hostile with me yet, but yet is a powerful term. Tactical officer, level 3. I think we already have attack officer. I'll double check. Yeah, we already have attack officer. So, you, Terry, bye-bye. Also, you look like a pirate. Wouldn't it be beneficial to get pirates non-hostile? Yeah, it's not going to be my, like, primary concern, though. Ooh! Yes! Salvage rig! Oh my goodness. That is amazing. It's going to slow me down, because I know salvage rigs are not very fast ships, as a burn of 8. But, let's run a giveaway for the name of the salvage rig. So we're going to have to improve the salvage rig. So the salvage rig, if you're wondering, increases the salvage that I get from stuff, simply put. So it has a salvage gantry as a default build-in, and the salvage gantry increases a fleet-wide salvage bonus for the stuff I do. So I also will get additional 20% bonus to post-battle salvage. So there's some ships like this, the Ox Tug, the salvage rig, that provide like a fleet-wide bonus. So they're like support ships that are definitely worth amassing. There are diminishing returns for the salvage rig, however, so at some point it's going to be not worth it. But then one of the other advantages is like searching debris fields and the like is going to be cheaper and yield more stuff. So that's a scrapper's dream right there, is to find one of those. Oh, we never searched the ruins here. Found 161 crew. Okay. And let's get back to core, sell some of the stuff, and then head out to Sunda. So if we're heading to core, we'll go to Asharu. Yeah, the salvage rig is the great recycler. A whole bunch of new missions popped up. Nothing around Sunda. But this domain error probe near our Jungle World survey. The Jungle World survey is for pirates. Yeah, we're not going to get around to that. I can just tell you that right now. That's way more than we need. All right. Salvage rig. You are the Rex something. Rex blank for now. Oh boy. Oh boy. I am going to restore you because it's not super expensive and you were super messed up. So in restoring you, you now move at 9. So I just need militarized systems. I don't actually need an AUG drive. So for you, instead of the AUG drive, which is all 16 points, we're just going to do a militarized subsystems for 8 points, which will get you up to moving at max speed. And Kilgore, thank you for the gifted subs, and cheers. And then the other thing I'm going to do is maybe the efficiency overhaul, so that you're just a more fuel efficient and maintenance efficient ship. I think that's going to be better. Although, you know, what would you gain? Solar shielding is not a bad one either to reduce storm effects. I wouldn't mind having a bunch of that at some point. But the other thing I was thinking is maybe sensors, but it doesn't fit. High resolution sensors might not be bad either. Between high res sensors, maybe I'll do high res sensors. Given all the like searching for stuff I'm doing, going high res sensors instead of server equipment might make more sense for the fuel ship too. There again is diminishing returns for those improvements, but with the amount of searching that we're doing, I think it makes sense. So high-res sensors, militarized sub. Oh, you know what? With the Phaeton, I bet we can get away with militarized subsystems as well for speed. Yes, I was correct. Okay, so we changed that a little bit as well. I like it. I like it. And that's going to help with our with a lot of stuff, our speeds, etc. All right. We also have like more crew than we need, so I'm going to relieve some of our current crew from their contracts. Basically, i.e., sell them. I'm going to keep the weapons that we have here. But let's go ahead and comms, oops, wrong person, comms you, and turn in these 2 cores. And the name of this salvage gantry is the Scorpio. Which, I think you have multiple names, but yeah, whatever. As I said, I don't care. Too many ships for me to care about that. So the stellar manufactory is about half done. The planet is about halfway to colonize colony size 4. With that said, the colony growing is also a bit of a dangerous thing, because that will paint a larger target on our backs for other factions to mess with us, meaning that at some point we're going to need to invest in like patrolage crew, ground defenses, and orbital station. I'm trying to hold off on that for the upkeep costs. Because overprotecting something is equally as dumb as underprotecting it. But we will have to consider that as soon. So we are headed to... So one is in Sunda. Weapon cache some distance away from the center of Gamma Iron Nebula. Wait, Gamma Iron Nebula? That's not where we are. And the other one is orbital habitat. The orbital habitat has less time, so I'll probably go to the orbital habitat first. Another Terran world. And even more Terran world. Unless that's the same one. Nope, it's not even the same one. So we just got data on 2 Terran worlds. Or found one and data on another, I should say. And it has a high projected value of planetside ruins. And it is in Morgana. Oh, great. So, a witch world, if you will. No, found it. Sweet. Pods with a whole bunch of crew. Guardian hydraulic legs. Interesting. I think it's first time finding that one. I wonder, is that fleet trying to fight me? Because if it is, that's the kind of fleet that I could, like, win against. Now that I have a Dominator? No, they're friendly prospectors. Okay, so I won't be ganking them. And I don't mind breaking for salvage for these systems that I will never colonize, because we now know where our colony is. Yep. And we've cracked a mill again. Okay, I think that's all that we're gonna get off. Well, actually, I kind of regret jumping out. I wanted to do one more sensor scan, but oh well, whatever. So the next one is going to the Gamma Iron Nebula. Don't want a Cerberus. And what we're doing here is a weapons cache, which is weird because it's not the one we just found. And it is subdistances away from center. The center of what, though? This is, I'll go to the center to figure out what the hell the center is, because we're in a nebula. It kind of famous. Whoa, my god, sorting that debris yielded so much stuff. What the hell? It yielded so much fuel we didn't even have space for it all. Good god. That's why I don't want to do this spacefaring or starfaring officer just yet, because the sorting debris is just so valuable for now. So none of these planets have any ruins or anything like that. Nope, and that ping might be what we're looking for. And if not, I'll use the neutrino detector to try to pick up on what we're looking for. Yep, there it is. 60K. And some freebies. Okay, there is absolutely no way in 3 days we're gonna get the Survey of the Jungle World, so let's go back to core, pick up some more missions, and then build up our funds, because the cellular manufacturer is about half done, and we've only made, I don't know, like 500K. I did not think that we were gonna hit goal in time. That was... No, that's too big of a pirate fleet. I could take out some pirates, but that's a bit too large. I know my limit. And then Darrod's at 61%. I'm really eager to get commerce there, because so once I get commerce, a significant portion of our running costs for our fleet will be paid out by our planet. Maybe even more than that. Alright, we got a derelict ship, derelict probe. I'm going to take this derelict ship. It's actually in our neighborhood, so our colony is like... Where is our colony compared to here? It's adjacent? That's crazy. Okay. So it's basically having us go home. Fine. That works. And I am actively looking for opportunities where if enemy pirates are looking to tangle, like, and we reasonably could win the fight, I'm gonna fight them. So I don't have to shy away from those small fights anymore. Whoa, what? That's a hell of a defense armada. You can tell they're at war with a hedge. I'm assuming they're still at war with the hedge, because... Yep. Because that was a big armada. And pretty damaged, too. There's 2 missions next to one another here. I'll pick those up because they'll be convenient to do as a pair. I'm not going to bother with that gas giant, though. That's a bit too far out. So the first one we've accepted is Heart of the System of Conflux, which is the system adjacent to where we are now, and that should be really easy to find, because the heart is just the primary star. It's a red giant, so I'm not going to drop in on it. I don't want to, like, burn my fleet for no reason. But this at least won't be difficult to spot. Yep, alright, it's at about 6 o'clock. But there was something else here, too. A modified freighter, a pirate colossus. We didn't salvage it. Would've been cool, though. Trying to get a smuggling ship would be great. Smuggling buffalo, smuggling colossus, smuggling mule. Don't care what it is, but shielded cargo would be really helpful. I don't know if we have shielded cargo in our... We're right here at Duo, so let me just double check. We might have something with shielded cargo at Darrett already. And then, the other thing I could consider is if I muster a large enough force, we could also start taking bounties. Potentially. And to fight pirates via bounties would not be unreasonable, because I do have a Fury, a Dominator, and a bunch of Enforcers, and if we fielded all of them, they could take some basic bounties out. No, these Buffaloes are standard tri-tac, and then none of the Colossuses are smugglers, and then the Mule's not smugglers. See, I don't have any smuggle ships yet. These are pirate vanguards, which is weird that I found them in a... Well, I guess the pirates were attacking Sindrian, so I got them off of... I got them as a result of scavenging pirate fleet debris. As Atara in chat reminded me, the suggestion box for the games I play for April and May is open right now. So if you want to suggest games for me to play, anyone can suggest a game. It's open to the public and on my Discord. Oh, you know what? Shoot. I'm going to buy fuel before I go. I was hoping to get slung further. But we're most of the way there. There's also a possibility that these blue giant, supergiant systems are hiding the other shunt, so I should check. And I'll rely on chat. I'll rely on you guys to remind me anytime I'm like in a potential shunt system, because I would like to spot the other shunt. We know where one is. I'm looking where the other one is. So anytime I'm in like a trinary system or a blue giant system or something like that, I should check. So the probe is orbiting a volcanic world. Let's try this gravity well. Nope. Okay, scanned, no pings off the star, so no shunts there. The volcanic world is definitely one of those two on the other side of the star. And I just wanted to check that for ruins, and nope, no ruins there either. So the hedge is no longer at war with Syndrian, so not going to find more battle debris out that way. Good to know. Oh, bummer. I was really hoping that there would be pre-domain probe guards on that probe to be like the first real fight I ever got into, and unfortunately for me, there was no such luck. But maybe at the next probe. Alright, this one is Heart of the Star System. I've been getting lucky with these probe searches, because they're around a specific point, which means it's not some sort of stupid search for something that I'll never find. Well, and there's a lot of sentencer pings, so there's a lot going on here. That looks like it might be the shunt, actually, the other one. Yeah, it is! We found it! So I know where both of them are now. So for reference, Alpha Spira, wow, they're really close to one another. Alpha Spira had one, and Quesh had the other, and they're only 26 light years away from one another. What's crazy is I was 4 light years away from being able to benefit at Darad. 4 light years. 4 freaking light years away from this one. Shucks. The thing is, I knew colonizing Darad, there was 0 chance because there was nothing within 10 light years of Darad that wasn't already searched, because we had searched Australia, the blue giant, the only blue giant within Darad's range, because none of the others were within range. But yeah, all right, we no longer have to check, religiously check for the potential shunts, because we know where they are now. They are now known, and that's great. So we still need to find the probe that we were tasked with, but, yeah, that's useful information. Now, there's a potential for me to check, because we can still abandon Darad, not that I would necessarily want to, but I will pull you guys, because Darad isn't developed enough that it is possible to abandon, right? Colonies of 3 can still be ditched. Once your colony is, I think... What is the penalty? Is it 5 or larger or 4 or larger? I forget the abandoned threshold, but we are still within the abandoned threshold. So, quick question. Should I survey around... Where are we? Spira? Alpha Spira? For alternate colony locations? So the advantage is we might find one that could take advantage of the stunt. The disadvantage is the accessibility would suck because we're not close to core, because we'd only be searching a circle about here, and this is like galaxy edge, which is poor accessibility. So I don't think they'd be better colony candidates. I think it's unlikely that we'll find better colony candidates, but like I'm willing to pull for it. My 2 cents is they would make for worse colonies, more than likely. Even if we did find something. And here we go! We get a fight! Oops. Premature detonation. So this is us fighting the drone guards. What is it? F? What is the key to see targeting? T? No. R? I always forget. Oh, God. You can tell I haven't fought in a while. I'm, like, messing with the keys and getting blown up. Can you not knock my engines out, little jerk? 1. Yeah, thank you. No, it's not 1. It's, what is the hotkey? Alright, my point defense is doing its job. I'm like face tanking this thing. Missiles are going to have a really hard time trying to get through because I have a bunch of Vulcan cannons, and then I also have dual flak. And both their purposes is point defense against missiles and fighters. Not to say that I'm controlling this thing well, because it's handling like a giant Starliner boat. But there we go. A win's a win. It's the tilde key? Okay, cool. Done. We're not going to get battle debris from these guys, because you don't use those types of ships, but like at least we get in some fights. I get some levels. Get some combat experience. Get used to fighting a dominator with a dominator again, because dominators are like slow battle boats. They're not super easily controlled. And it looks like you guys do want me to survey around Alpha Spira, so I'm gonna do that. Got it. Survey around Spira. Earn money and expand fleet. Yeah, it couldn't hurt to look. I mean, it is like opportunity cost. I'm not earning money while I look, but I'll do it anyway. Keep finding a whole lot of fuel that I don't have room for. So there's no colony candidates here where we are. Because all these worlds suck. No ruins. Okay. So, we'll search around here. I've got lots of fuel, lots of supplies. So adjacent to here is 2 red dwarves. We'll head there next. A lot of gravity wells here, which indicates a lot of planets. Nothing on ping, though. So we've got Baron, and a lot of jump points. Don't think there's going to be a colony candidate here. Now, with that said, it would hypothetically be possible to terraform a barren planet into something not barren, but like I have no interest in spending that kind of investment capital because it would be ridiculous. It just doesn't make sense unless there's a very good reason, like the barren world came with like high vols or something, which allows us to like make fuel. Like there's a few edge cases where it might make sense, but not very many. So nothing here. Epsilon Spear, what you got for me? It's like abundant volatiles, for instance, at this cryovolcanic world. Now, the world that I'm, one of the requirements that I think I'm going to have for potential colony candidates is something that we can farm on initially so that we can feed ourselves. Because, like, it isn't all that reasonable to colonize a planet that, like, doesn't actually support the population that's living there. Which is why some farmland is, like, the bare minimum threshold. So maybe a tundra world that has volatiles, that has farmland, would be a potential colony candidate besides, like, jungle or water or Terran or Terran-centric. Because tundra could have both volatiles and farmland, and that would be a decent middle ground to consider. Cyber, thank you for the resub. All right, so we're only 2 days away, 2 light days away or whatever from the shunt. So I'll survey here. I'll just keep going. And we could do this also a little bit quicker. I've been visually confirming whether things have ruins or not. But if it's not like a habitable world, whether it's like tundra to Terran, it almost doesn't interest me. So I can do this a little bit faster. And with that said, it's probably not going to be in a black hole world because black hole systems tend to just have cold planets. So here's a tundra world. Speaking of tundra. But this tundra world is going to be high grav or medium grav, I can tell from here, because it's too big. It's not a low grav size. No ruins, no ruins. No ruins. All right, we are 6 away. Neutron, I don't even need to. I'm going for the potential for like a research station. But neutron systems are super obnoxious because you get blasted to hell. And they're also not all that habitable anyway. Oh god, speaking of blasting. Ah! That absolutely decimates your combat readiness and decimates your supplies. Which is why neutron systems can go to hell. Because they are hell. But they often will have like research stations around them, which makes them worth investigating anyway. Can you just rotate, please? I want to see if it has a research station, but I don't want to like fly into a pulsar beam and be bathed in the glory of Adam or something like that. No research station. Plus, the planets of these systems are, like, seldom inhabitable. No ruins there either. Sometimes they will still have ruins. Not this time. What's this? Oh, it's garbage. Hey, Turtle, thank you for the bits. It's coffee time? Alright, we are still within range of the shunt, so I'll check the black holes, even though I don't think they're going to have colony candidates. Might as well make sure you guys voted for it. Cryovolcanic, barren, barren. I'll check the cryo. Yeah, if you S-mod your solar shielding, you could make pulsar systems, like, a potential. So here's what I'm referring to. Crawl Volcanic Worlds. Not Crawl Volcanic Worlds, but like Tundra Worlds could have Vaultals and also farmland, which is a good hybrid. But I wouldn't hold out for that. The likelihood of finding something that nice is pretty dang low. Frozen, Cryo, Ice Giant, Rocky Unstable, and a bunch of Frozens. Yep, Frozen is more or less what you'd expect from a black hole that doesn't let much light out from its accretion disk. Toxic Worlds can also have all four minables too, yeah. I'm mentioning the cold ones because we're on a black hole, so I know they're gonna be cold. No ruin, no ruin. No ruin, no ruin. Okay. Oh, there was a ping. Hold up. Going back. Was probe. All right. Alpha Mond might be too far from the shunt to take advantage. It's 10. Its max range is 10, so I'll search it anyway. We've got Rocky Ice, Rocky Metallic, Bombarded, Barren. I'm not holding my breath. Doesn't look good. Yeah, I'm gonna say, nope, nothing here. Got it. All right. So we've gone as far west as we can. We could do Alpha Sokomro might be within range, but I'm gonna start working my way eastward and go kind of like counterclockwise. And Darad's almost to the next growth tier, so I don't think I'm gonna abandon it or slow down its growth. I forget what the threshold for abandonment is. It might be 5 and not 4. We do have a water world here and a desert world, so there's some potential candidates, I suppose. Nothing like a barren world named Moth River. That sounds horrible. Waterworld has ruins. I wonder if we're going to find a famous actor down there, too. Trace Vaultals, Abandoned Organics, Abundant Ore, Widespread Ruins. It's a pretty nice world. Pirate World. But it does not have low grav. It's got a lot of stuff. It's also polluted. But the lack of low grav is a deal breaker. And the desert world looks pretty big too. I don't think it's going to be low grav. Nope. 'Tis not. Barren, Ice Giant. Okay. One more scan. Sensor burst is clean, so we're out of here. This was a non-starter too. The yellow stars are pretty good in terms of like the chance to find something decent. Oh, frickin' go away. Just because yellow stars tend to have decent habitability. The middle main sequence for their luminosity, if you if you want the technicalities. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow captains.